Dear students, in previous class we have done with the probability, that is in that types of random variables. There are two types of random variable, continuous and discrete. In that again two types. In discrete random variable, binomial and Poisson distribution, and in continuous random variable, normal and exponential distribution, right? We have done with that concept. Now the next concept is joint probability, and it is last module from your syllabus, that is fifth module. In that there are three varieties given. One is joint probability, then student t distribution and chi-square distributions, and sampling. Okay. Now first let us move to the joint probability concept. It is very simple and scoring subject. So please concentrate on each and every sum, whatever I have explained here. Okay. Now, joint probability distributions. Now we have discussed probability distributions associated with the single random variable, right? That is already we have done with the random variable concept. Okay. Now the same can be generalized for two or more random variables. Whatever we have discussed earlier, that is single random variable concept. Now we are doing with two or more random variables. Now we discuss probability distributions associated with the two random variables referred to as joint distributions. Understood? Now for two or more random variables, whatever we are denoting the distribution, that is joint distribution. Okay. Now first let us discuss the definition of joint probability and joint probability distribution. Suppose if capital X and capital Y, we have already discussed random variable is denoted by capital X or capital U or capital Y, right? Already we have done with that basic concept in previous lectures. Now, since here we are discussing with the two random variables, let us take capital X and capital Y are two discrete random variables. Actually, there are two types of random variable again, discrete and continuous, but in your syllabus for joint probability only discrete random variable is there. Okay, so no need to bother about continuous random variable for joint probability. If capital X and capital Y are two discrete random variables, we define the joint probability function of capital X and capital Y by P of X equal to X comma Y equal to Y. Here capital X equal to small x, capital Y equal to small y. What is the meaning of this? Capital X in terms of small x, capital Y in terms of small y, which is equal to f of x comma y or p of x comma y. In some textbook they will give like this, f of xy, or sometime p of capital X equal to small x and capital Y equal to small y. So no need to bother about these notations. Sometime in question paper also they may give in terms of small p, sometime they may give f one at the same, where f of x comma y satisfies, there are two conditions, right? One is for discrete random variable, function is greater than or equal to 0. But here function of two variable f of x comma y, which is greater than or equal to 0. This is the first condition. And second condition is what? Summation of fx I for each I, which is equal to 1. We have discussed earlier. Same concept here, but instead of one variable, here we are discussing with two variables. Summation f of x comma y for both x comma y, which is equal to 1. So this is the notations we are using in joint probability distribution. Okay. Now the joint probabilities p of xi comma yj, xi comma yj, where capital X in terms of small xi, capital Y in terms of small yj, are presented in a two-way table called joint probability table. Now here x given in terms of row, y given in terms of column. Understood? See here x bar y. Here x represent x row, x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Similarly y column, y1, y2, y3 up to ym. Now for the first entry, first row, first column, we are denoting it by P of x1 comma y1. That is first row, first column element, probability of this. Similarly, probability of first row second column, that is x1 y2. Next, x1 y3 first row third column. Similarly, first row mth column, how to denote? P of x1 comma ym, right? Now similarly, if you continue like this, what you will get here? Here what you will get? P of x2 comma y1, P of x2 comma y2, P of x2 comma y3, and so on up to P of x2 comma ym, right? Now in general, last row, what it represent? P of xn comma y1, P of xn comma y2, P of xn comma y3, and so on up to P of xn comma ym, right? Now here we have to mention marginal density of xn, marginal density of y. What is meant by marginal density of y? That is, you have to add all the columns and write at the end of that column P of y1. Next, similarly here P of y2. Similarly P of y3, and so on P of ym. And here this represent row, right? So marginal density of x, this can be written as P of x1, P of x2, P of x3, and so on up to P of xn. Now here at the end, if you add, you should get sum equal to 1. Okay, row wise also, here column wise also 1 and row wise also 1. Now marginal densities of P of xi are obtained by adding the corresponding entries of the xi row, and marginal densities of Pyj are obtained by adding the corresponding entries of the yj column. This I have already explained. That is, whatever you are going to add the column, that is P of y1 for first one, similarly for the second one P of y2, and so on up to P of ym for the last column. Similarly for the row, P of x1, P of x2, and so on, right? Finally, at the end, if you add all these P of y1 plus P of y2 plus P of y3 plus up to P of ym, which is equal to 1, you should get. Similarly for this, P of x1 plus P of x2 plus up to P of xn equal to 1, you should get. Then only we can say it is marginal distribution. This is the marginal distribution table. So if it satisfies this condition, then we can say it is a PDF, that is probability density function, right? Now sometime we can denote it by another alternative form also. See, joint probability distribution. If you are okay with the previous method, you can go for that, or you can refer this also. It is for your benefit only I have given alternative form. Joint probability and joint probability distribution. See here again, if capital X and capital Y are two discrete random variables, we define the joint probability function of capital X and capital Y by P of x equal to x comma y equal to y. That is nothing but function of x comma y. And what are the conditions? First one, fxy should be greater than or equal to 0, and summation of x fxy equal to 1. Here one summation stands for x, for another one for y. Or you can simply denote it by single summation sign along with the x comma y here. The second condition means that the sum over all the values of x and y is equal to 1. That we have discussed in previous table already. Now suppose they will give capital X equal to x1, x2 up to xm, and y1, y2, yn for capital Y. Then how to denote the joint probability? Here P equal to capital X in terms of xi. Xi stands for what? Each individual variables x1, x2 up to xm, I from 1 to m. Similarly, capital Y equal to small yj. Again, j stands from what? 1, 2, 3 up to n. Okay. I stands for here row, j stands for column. Remember that, which is equal to f of xi comma yj. Denoted by, together we can denote it by j suffix ij. J stands for joint. Joint of probability of I comma j. It should be observed that f is a function on the Cartesian product of the sets capital X and capital Y. So it is in the form of what? Cartesian product. What is meant by Cartesian product here? Each element here it will pair with the every element of the other set. So x1 y1, next x1 y2, x1 yn. Similarly x, if you continue like that up to similarly x2 y1, x2 y2 up to x2 yn, in general it ends with the xm yn, right? So that much product you will get here. So that only we have to mention in terms of Cartesian product x cross y equal to x1 y1, x1 y2 up to xm yn. Here f is also referred to as joint probability density function of capital X and capital Y in the respective order. The set of values of this function f of xi comma yj, which is nothing but jij. J, capital J stands for joint. Here ij stands for elements in row and column. For I from 1 to m and j from 1 to n is called the joint probability distribution of capital X and capital Y. These values are presented in the form of two-way table called the joint probability table. See, already we have discussed one table. This in the form of, we can write it in the form of what now? Instead of px1 y1, we can write j11. This is j12 and so on. See here, that only I have given here. See, x bar y. Here, this stands for x1 row, x2 row up to xm row. Similarly, y1 column, y2 column up to yn column. Now, first row, first element j11. First row, second element j12. First row, last element j1. And here, if it is m, then 1n. Here n, then 1n. Like that. Similarly, second row, first column j21. Second row, second column j22 up to j2n here. Now mth row, first column jm1. Mth row, second column jm2 up to mth row and nth column jmn, right? And now if you add the sum column wise, you will get function in terms of y, right? So this is what g of y1. Next g of y2 up to g of yn. Similarly, if you add the row wise sum, f of x1, f of x2 up to f of xm. At the end, what you should get to satisfy it with the PDF? The sum should be equal to 1, right? So, column wise sum also equal to 1, row wise sum also equal to 1. Now, here, two random variables are said to be stochastically independent if they satisfy the condition p of xi yj equal to pxi pyj, or f of xi yj equal to what? F of xi into f of yj. If it satisfies this condition, then only we can say that it is independent. Otherwise, it is said to be not independent, or it is said to be dependent. Okay. Now, again here we are discussing expectation. What is meant by expectation? Mean. Okay, mean, expectation, average, one at the same. Expectation, variance, covariance and correlation. This one already we have discussed in your curve fitting, covariance and correlation. Now, if capital X is a discrete random variable taking values x1, x2 up to xn, having probability function fx, then the expectation of capital X is denoted by what? E of capital X or mu suffix x, right? And is defined by the relation what? Mu suffix x or E of x equal to what? Summation x into fx, right? X into fx gives mean. The variance of capital X is denoted by what? Capital V of capital X is defined by the relation what? V of x equal to E of x square minus E of x whole square. This also we have discussed in previous chapter. It is just like a revision. First 5 to 10 slides completely revision only. Now, what is the variance of x? Either you can take E of x square minus E of x whole square, or you can take summation xi minus mu whole square into f of xi. One at the same. And what is here mu? Mu is nothing but mean of x, right? Now, what is standard deviation? Sigma x is square root of variance, right? Square root of variance is nothing but standard deviation of x here. Now, if capital X and capital Y are random variables having the joint probability function x comma y. Suppose this x and y are random variables, but they have the joint probability function x comma y. Then the expectation of capital X and capital Y are defined as follows. How to write? Already we have discussed variance, mean, everything. Now here let us discuss only mean. What is E of x or expectation of x or mean of x? One at the same. That is nothing but summation x into f of x. Similarly, how will you find expectation of y? That is summation y into gy. Similarly, how will you find out E of xy, product of xy? That is nothing but summation xy into fxy. See here, for expectation of x, x into fx. Expectation of y, y into gy. For the product E of xy, here product into function is what here? Function containing both x and y. Here function containing only x. Here function containing only y. But here, since it is E of xy, here function containing both in terms of x and y. Okay. Now, if capital X and capital Y are random variables having mean mu x and mu y respectively, then the covariance of capital X and capital Y is denoted by COV of capital X comma capital Y. Okay, and is defined by the relation. See here, covariance of capital X comma Y is double summation xi minus mu x, similarly yj minus mu y, or which is nothing but E of x minus mu x, y minus mu y. Or instead of that, just you remember this. This is very easy to remember. Equivalently, we can write it in the form of covariance of capital X comma Y is nothing but E of xy minus mu x mu y. See, we have already discussed about variance. What is variance? We have discussed v of x equal to E of x minus E of x whole square, right? Now here, covariance, that is nothing but relationship between both covariance of x comma y here, that is nothing but E of xy minus mu x into mu y. Now further correlation of x and y. How to write correlation of capital X and capital Y? That is rho of x comma y, which is given by the relation rho of x comma y equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. What is sigma x? Square root of variance. Sigma y is square root of variance with respect to y here, right? That is nothing but here standard deviation. Sigma x sigma y represent standard deviation. Now see here some standard results we have given. If capital X and capital Y are independent random variables, then E of xy is nothing but what? Ex into Ey. Independent, be careful here. We have already given what is the independent definition. That is f of xi yj is nothing but fxi into yj. Right. Now suppose if it is independent random variable, then E of xy, which is nothing but E of x into E of y. That is expectation of product of xy is nothing but expectation of x into expectation of y. Second condition, covariance of x comma y, which is 0. So what is rho of x comma y? This is also 0 because 0 by any quantity is 0, right? Correlation. Now covariance of x comma x, what you will get? Instead of y, here x comma x is nothing but what? Sigma x square. Or what is variance of x? Variance of x is nothing but, you can just expand this, E of x minus mu x whole square. If you expand a minus b whole square, what you will get? A square minus 2ab plus b square, right? Same thing here. So E of x square minus 2 keep outside, expectation of x into mu x plus mu x square keep outside, expectation of 1. But expectation of 1 is 1. Okay. Finally, we will get variance of x is nothing but E of x square minus e of x whole square. That's it. Okay. Now, let us discuss with problems. First problem, if x and y are independent random variables, x takes the values 2, 5, 7 with the probability half, 1 by 4 and 1 by 4 respectively. Y takes the values 3, 4, 5 with the probability 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Okay. See, they have given capital X values, even fx values given, capital Y values along with the g of y given. First condition, what they given? Find the joint probability distribution of capital X and capital Y. Second one, show that the covariance of capital X and capital Y is equal to 0. Third one, find the probability distribution of z equal to x plus y. Once again, read the question carefully. They have given two random variables, that is nothing but joint probability only here. Now, what we have to do? First, we have to construct the marginal distribution table. What is meant by marginal distribution table? That is nothing but we have to write x and fx in one table. Similarly, y and gy in another table. Now, what are x values here? 2, 5, 7 and fx values are 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Say here, first you have to write it in the form of table xi. Xi means 2, 5, 7. Fxi is nothing but 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Now, next table y. So, capital Yj, here 3, 4, 5 and Gyj is 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Right? Now, for constructing the table itself, you will get 1 mark. Now, we have to find joint probability, right? What is meant by joint probability? J11, J12, J13, we need to find everything. First, you have to write x, then you have to write y. X in terms of row, 2, 5, 7. Y in terms of column, 3, 4, 5. Now, look into this. First row, first column, J11 stands for what? Fxi into Gyj, right? Look at here. Fxi into Gyj. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. That should be first row, first column. See, 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 means 1 by 6. Okay. Next, J12. First row, second column. Now, again, what you will get? 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. Again, it is 1 by 6. Similarly, first row, third column. That is 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. Again, 1 by 6. So, what we are getting here? J12 also 1 by 6. J13 also 1 by 6. Now, go to the next column. J21. J21 means what? Second row, first column. What is second row element? Here 1 by 4, first column. So 1 by 4 into 1 by 3, that is what? 1 by 12. See, 1 by 12. Next, J22, second row, second element. Again, 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. Again, 1 by 12. Next, second row, third column, J23, 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. That is again 1 by 12. See here, 1 by 12, 1 by 12, 1 by 12. Okay. Now, last one table left, that is J31, J32, J33. Now, what is J31? Here, third row, first column. So, again, 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. That is 1 by 12. Next, third row, second column, J32. That is 1 by 4 into 1 by 3. Again, 1 by 12. Next, 1 by 4 into 1 by 3, J33. That is 1 by 12, right? Now, after constructing this, see here, for J11, 1 by 6. See, J11, J12, J13 is 1 by 6. J21, J22, J23 is 1 by 12. J31, J32, J33 is 1 by 12. Now, add column wise each and every 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12. So, what happens? See here, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12 means 2 by 12. That means again 1 by 6. 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 means what? 2 by 6. That is 1 by 3. Similarly, if you add again, you will get 1 by 3. Again, if you add this one, because same here, 1 by 3. Now look into the row wise sum, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. That is nothing but 3 by 6. 3 by 6 means 1 by 2. Right? Next, 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12. 3 by 12. 3 by 12 means 1 by 4, right? Similarly, 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12. Again 3 by 12, that is nothing but 1 by 4. See, if you add row wise sum and if you add column wise sum, it should be equal to 1. See here, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 means 2 by 4, that is nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus this 1 by 2, that is 1. So column wise sum we are getting 1. Similarly, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, that is nothing but 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. So this is nothing but the joint probability distribution table. Okay. J11, J12, J13. How to find J11? First row, first column element. J12 means first row, second column element. J13 means first row, third column element. We have to multiply. Similarly, J21 means second row, first column element. J22 means second row, second column element. J23 means second row, third column element. You have to multiply and write here. J31 is third row, first column element. J32 means third row, second column element. J33 means third row, third column element. After writing this, you have to add row wise, then you have to add column wise. At the end, if you add all the rows here, row element, and if you add all the column element, you should get equal to 1. This is nothing but joint probability distribution table. Okay. Now what they asked? Covariance, right? What is meant by covariance of x, y? That is nothing but E of x, y minus mu x into mu y. Yes, you have to find here mu x, mu y and E of x, y first. What is meant by mu x? Mu x is nothing but E of x or expectation of x. That is nothing but what? Summation xi into fxi. Xi they have given already, even fxi also given. Say here, look into the table x and fxc. 2 into 1 by 2 plus 5 into 1 by 4 plus 7 into 1 by 4. Add all these, you will get expectation of x. Similarly, how will you get expectation of y? Y into gyj. So yj into gyj means 3 into 1 by 3 plus 4 into 1 by 3 plus 5 into 1 by 3. So here we have done with the calculation. See, mu x is nothing but E of x, that is nothing but xi into f of xi. So 2 into 1 by 2 plus 5 into 1 by 4 plus 7 into 1 by 4. See here, you can do the calculation easily. 5 into 1 by 4 means 5 by 4. 7 into 1 by 4 means 7 by 4. 7 plus 5 is nothing but 12. 12 by 4 means 3. Right? And 2 into 1 by 2 means 1 here. 3 plus 1, that is nothing but 4. Okay. So this is expectation of x or mean of x. Similarly, how to find expectation of y? That is E of y, that is nothing but summation of yj into g of yj. Okay, here you can denote it by any this one. If they mention function f, you can mention f or g. It is left to you. So 3 into 1 by 3 plus 4 into 1 by 3 plus 5 into 1 by 3. Again 4 into 1 by 3 means 4 by 3 plus 5 into 1 by 3 means 5 by 3. 5 by 3 plus 4 by 3 means 9 by 3. 9 by 3 is nothing but 3 remains here. So here this one 3 plus 3 into 1 by 3 means 1. 3 plus 1, that is nothing but 4. So we are getting expectation of x also 4, expectation of y also 4. Now we need to find E of xy because covariance of xy is nothing but E of xy in minus Ex into Ey or mu x into mu y. Now this two part we have already obtained. Now E of xy. How to find E of xy? Already we have given in the formula list. Expectation of product is nothing but xi into yj into fxi yj or jij. One at the same. Fxi yj is nothing but jij. See, if you take here I1, J1, then you have to take J11 value. Similarly, X1, Y2, then J12. Like this you have to take. Okay, I will tell you once again the explanation. E of xy is nothing but summation of xi into yj. Okay, now here for each I and j it should be. Now x1, y1, j11. See x1, y1, j11. You have to check. What is x1? x1 is 2, y1 is 3. What is j11? Look into the table. 1 by 6. So 2 into 3 into 1 by 6, right? See here. See 2 into 3 into 1 by 6, right? Similarly, x1, y2, j12. See here you have to check for each and every combination. That is nothing but see x1, y1, j11 plus x1, y2, j12 plus x1, y3, j13. So one part over. Next you should start from I2, j1. So what? x21, x2, y1, j21, x2, y2, j22, x2, y3, j23, like that. So this is the second part. Similarly, third part is I3, j123, like that. You have to keep I fix, j you have to vary. So here what you will get? x3, y1, j31 plus x3, y2, j32 plus x3, y3, j33. Understood? Once again I will explain. See, this is very important. xi, yj, jij. Just you keep I fix, change j vary, and then same thing you apply here. That's it. x1, y1, j11, x1, y2, j12, x2, x1, y3, j13. Similarly, x2, y1, j21, x2, y2, j22, x2, y3, j23. Similarly, x3, y1, j31, x3, y2, j32, x3, y3, j33, like this. So you have to check all the 9 combinations and replace each and every value carefully. So first we have done. Now x1, y2, j12. See here, x1, 2, y2 is 4 into j12. Look into the j12. See, j12, 1 by 6. So what we will get? See, 2 into 4 into 1 by 6. Similarly, summation stands for sum of the terms. So plus. Now, x1 is 2, y3 is 5, then j13, that is 1 by 6. You can check it in the previous table. Next, plus. Now you start from 2 here. x2, y1. x2 is 5, y1 is 3, and j21, that is what? 1 by 12. See here, j21. Second row, first column, j. Similarly, j21, j22, j23, everything same. You can remember easily in this problem. So what? x2, y2, j22. x2 is 5, y2 is 4, j22 is 1 by 12. Now x2, y3. x2 is 5, y3 also 5, and j23 is also 1 by 12. Now last one, x3, y1. x3 is 7. See here in the given table, x3. x3 is 7. See, this is x1, this is x2, this is x3. This is y1, this is y2, this is y3. So what is x3 here? 7. y1 is 3, y2 is 4, y3 is 5. Understood? Now, if you apply here, so x3, y1, that is 7 into 3 into 1 by 12 plus x3, y2, that is 7 into 4 into 1 by 12 plus x3, y3, that is 7 into 5 into 1 by 12. Now, if you simplify, what you will get? Its answer 16. Okay, you can check it. So, we have found E of xy, therefore replace it back in covariance of xy. What is meant by covariance of xy formula? E of xy minus Ex into Ey. But we got E of xy is 16 and Ex is 4 and Ey also 4. That we have obtained here. See, Ex is 4, even Ey also 4. 16 minus 4 into 4. Again 16, right? 16 minus 16 is 0. So, covariance of x comma y is 0. Okay. Now, last third question, what they asked? See, find the probability distribution of x plus y, sum of the two random variables, and denote it by a single variable by z. They have given already, right? Now, since z equal to x plus y, so what is z I, you will get xi plus yi, right? That is nothing but what? Add each and every term. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So add each and every xi plus yj. See here. 2 plus 3, similarly 2 plus 4, 2 plus 5, 5 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 5 plus 5, like that, 7 plus 3. So what you will get at the end? How many terms you will get? 6. Starts from 5, ends with the 12, because here maximum term is what? 7 plus 5, right? 7 plus 5, 12. See here, 2 plus 3, 5, 2 plus 4, 6, 2 plus 5, 7. Next, 5 plus 3, 8, 5 plus 4, 9, 5 plus 5, 10, 7 plus 3, 10, 7 plus 4, 11, 7 plus 5, 12. So, here starts from 5, ends with 12, right? So, that we have to write here. So, what is nothing but, say, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The corresponding probabilities are what? Already we have discussed for corresponding probabilities. 1 by 6, 1 by 6. Add this for first this one. What will get? 1 by 6. Let's see. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Add. Similarly, add this and this. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Again 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. You will get here 1 by 6, right? See, for 5 also 1 by 6, for 6 also 1 by 6, for 7 also 1 by 6. Next, for 8, what we will get? Check here from the given table. 8. 8 means nothing but 5 plus 3. Now 1 by 4 plus 1 by 3. Take the LCM. Denominator here 12 is the LCM, 3 plus. So what you will get at the end? 7 by here 1 by 12. Next again 1 by 12. Again for the 10, some 10 means here you will get 1 by 6. Next 11 you will get 1 by 12. For 12 again 1 by 12. You can check it for 12, 1 by 12. See here 1 by 4 plus 1 by 3, right? So you will get. Now here, if you add each and every term here, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12. If you add, you will get 12 by 12. You can check it. So its value is 1. So what is summation of probability of this Z? That is nothing but 1 here, right? Now let us move to the next example. See, the joint distribution of two random variables, capital X and capital Y, is as follows. See, they have given capital X 1 and 5, but capital Y they have given -4, 2, 7. So column represent Y, row represent X, and they have given the values for joint probability. They have already given J11, J12, J13, J21, J22, J23. They have already given. So no need to construct here joint probability distribution. They have already given. Okay. Now we need to find what all these things. First one, expectation of X, expectation of Y, expectation of XY, sigma X, sigma Y, covariance of XY, and rho of XY, correlation of XY. Now what is meant by E of X or expectation of X? That is nothing but summation X into Fx. Similarly, what is E of Y? That is summation Y into Gy. What is Fx and what is Gy here? See here, first you have to construct a table for marginal distribution. See, the distribution of capital X and capital Y is as follows. This distribution is obtained by adding all the respective row entries and also the respective column entries. Now, first find distribution of X. Now what is X given here? Only two terms, 1 and 5, right? Now row wise sum gives you Fx1 and Fx2. Now add 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 means 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 means 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. You should get f of x1 as 1 by 2. Check here. See, f of x1 is 1 by 2. There are two values for x, 1 and 5, and we are getting fx1 as 1 by 2. Similarly, check it for fx2, that is again row wise sum. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8, again same. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 means 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4 again. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 means again 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. So what we are getting? XIS 1 5, FXIS 1 by 2 1 by 2. So this is nothing but the distribution of capital X. Similarly, construct the distribution table for capital Y. Now what are Y values given? Check here first. Y values are what? Minus 4, 2 and 7. So these are Y values. Right. And add the column wise sum. See here. Column wise sum. Now first you write Yj values minus 4, 2, 7. See, minus 4, 2, 7. Now Gyj, that means column wise sum. 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4. What you will get? LCM is 8. So 2 plus 1, 3 by 8. So Gy1 is 3 by 8. Similarly, here also same 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. But here 2 by 8 is nothing but 1 by 4. Right? See. 3 by 8, 3 by 8 and 1 by 4. So this is the distribution table. Now we can easily find expectation of x as well as expectation of y. Why? Because expectation of x is nothing but summation x into fx. So 1 into 1 by 2 plus 5 into 1 by 2. So what we will get? 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2 means 6 by 2, that is 3. See, expectation of x is 3 we should get. See. Similarly, how to find expectation of y? That is minus 4 into 3 by 8 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 7 into 1 by 4. So what you will get? Minus 12 by 8 plus 6 by 8. That means minus 6 by 8. Minus 6 by 8 plus 7 by 4. That is nothing but what? 14 by 8. 14 by 8 minus 6. That means 8 by 8. So we are getting expectation is 1. So expectation of y is 1, right? So expectation of capital X is 3, expectation of capital Y is 1. Now we have to find the next part, that is what? What and all they asked. First one E of X, E of Y they asked. Now E of XY, that is product of two terms. Now how to find E of XY? E of XY is nothing but summation XY into Jij. Right? Summation xi yj into jij. Again here x1 y1 j11 plus x1 y2 j12 plus x1 y3 j13. Similarly x2 y1 j21 plus x2 y2 j22 plus x2 y3 j23. Only this much because 2 rows only given, 3 columns given. See. Only 2 rows, 3 columns. And they have already given j11. This is j12. This is j13. And this is J21, this is J22 and this is J23, right? Now just apply here and simplify. X1 is 1, Y1 is minus 4, J11 is 1 by 8. See, look into the table. J11 is 1 by 8. Similarly, J12 is 1 by 4. Again, J13 is 1 by 8, right? Now, X1 is 1, Y2 is 2, and J12 is 1 by 4. Similarly, x1 is 1, y3 is 7 into J13 is 1 by 8. Similarly, x2 is 5 and y1 is minus 4 into J21 is 1 by 4. Plus x2 is 5 and y2 also 2 and J22 is 1 by 8. Plus x2 is 5, y3 is 7 into J23, that is 1 by 8. Now simplify here. Minus 4 by 8 is minus 1 by 2 plus 2 by 2 into 1 by 4 means 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 means 1 by 2. Next 7 into 1 by 8 means 7 by 8. Next minus 4 plus divided by 4 get cancelled, minus 5 remains here. Next 5 into 2 by 8 means 5 by 4 plus 7 into 5 means 35 divided by 8. Now if you simplify, you will get 3 by 2. Okay. So what is expectation of capital XY? That is 3 by 2. Now let us move to next option. What they given? Construct sigma x and sigma y. For constructing sigma x and sigma y, you need to find sigma x square. But how to find sigma x square? that is nothing but e of x square minus mu x square. But what is e of x square? E of x square is nothing but summation x square f x. Already we have discussed in previous class, right? Expectation of x is summation x f x. Similarly, expectation of x square is summation x square f x. So what we will get here? E of x square is first one x1 square into fx. So 1 into 1 by 2. That means f of x1, that is 1 by 2, right? See here, this one. 1 square into 1 by 2 plus 5 square into 1 by 2, because x square into fx, 25 into 1 by 2, like this. 25 into 1 by 2. So you will get what? 1 by 2 plus 25 by 2. That is 26 by 2. 26 by 2 is nothing but 13 you will get. Similarly, compute e of y square. What is y square into g? Yj. Minus 4 whole square, that is 16. 16 into 3 by 8 plus 2 square into 3 by 8 plus 7 square into 1 by 4. Simplify this and check what you will get. See here. 7 square into 1 by 4. So what? Minus 4 whole square is 16. 16 into 3 by 8 plus here 2 square is nothing but 4 into 3 by 8 plus 7 square means 49 into 1 by 4. Now if you simplify, you will get 79 by 4. So we got e of x square and e of y square. Now compute sigma x square and sigma y square. What is sigma x square? Sigma x square is nothing but e of x whole square minus mu x whole square. Now e of x square minus mu x whole square. E of x square is nothing but 13. 13 minus what is mu x or e of x, that we found already 3. And mu y is 1. So replace back here. So what you will get? 13 minus 3 whole square. 13 minus 9. That is 4. Now sigma y square is nothing but what? E of y square minus ey whole square. E of y square we have already got 79 by 4 minus expectation of y whole square, that is 1. Expectation of y is 1. 1 square. So 79 by 4 minus 1 will get 75 by 4. So this is sigma x square and sigma y square. So take its square root and write its sigma x and sigma y. So what is sigma x? Standard deviation of x, that is root of this, that is 2. Similarly, root 75 by 4 means you will get 4.33. So this is sigma y. Okay. Now last part about this covariance of xy, right? Now what is meant by covariance of xy? Not last but one. Covariance of xy means expectation of xy minus mu x into mu y, right? What is expectation of xy? We have already found, that is e of xy is nothing but 3 by 2, right? So expectation of xy is 3 by 2 and mu x we already got 3 and mu x is 3 and mu y is 1, or expectation of x is 3, expectation of y is 1. So just use that formula, 3 by 2 minus 3 into 1. So 3 by 2 minus 3, that is nothing but minus 3 by 2. So we are getting covariance of xy equal to minus 3 by 2. Now last at the end, correlation. So rho of x comma y. What is rho of x comma y? Covariance of xy by sigma x into sigma y. What is covariance of xy? We have already done. Covariance of xy is minus 3 by 2. Now divided by sigma x is 2 and sigma y is root 75 by 4. Now here minus we have missed here. Just you put that minus sign. So what? This 2 minus 3 by, see here, minus 3 by 2 and here 2 is there and this one root 4. Root 4 is nothing but this 2 to get cancelled. Now simplify. Root 4 means this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. Remaining term is minus 3 by 2 into root 75. Because this and this will get cancelled. Root 75 by root 4 means root 4 is nothing but 2. So the denominator part already got cancelled. What remains? Minus 3 by 2 root 75. So that is nothing but minus 0.1732. So rho of xy equal to minus 0.1732 is the final answer, right? Now let us move to one more example. The joint probability distribution table for two random variables x and y is as follows. See here, x given 1 and 2, y given -2, -1, 4, 5. So there are 4 set of values given for y, and for x 1 and 2 given. Now they have already given J11, J12, J13, J14. Similarly J21, J22, J23, J24. Now determine the marginal probability distribution of capital X and capital Y. Also compute expectation of capital X, comma y, and expectation of xy. Next, standard deviation of x, comma y, covariance of x and y, correlation of x and y. So already we have done with such type of problem. Further verify that x and y are dependent random variables. Also find p of x plus y greater than 0. Okay. Now first you compute marginal distribution of x and y. So how to get marginal distribution of x and y? Just add row wise and column wise. Row wise and column wise you will get marginal distribution for x and y separately, right? Now see here, we are getting xi, there are only two values 1 and 2, and yj there are 4 values -2, -1, 4 and 5. What are f of xi? 0.6 and 0.4. And what is g of yj? 0.3, 0.3, 0.1, 0.3. They have already given. You just need to write it in this form. See, x values 1, 2, y values -2, -1, 4, 5. And what is f of xi? You need to calculate the sum. 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0 plus 0.3. So what you'll get? 0.6, right? And here 0.4. See, 0.6 and 0.4. Similarly, if you add column wise, you will get, see, 0.3, 0.3, 0.1, 0.3. See, you will get like this. 0.1, 0.3. Okay. Now, similarly, what is expectation of x? E of x is nothing but summation x into fx. So, 1 into 0.6 plus 2 into 0.8. What you will get? 0.6 plus 0.8, that is 1.4. Similarly, what is mu y? That is nothing but E of y, that is yj into gyj, right? -2 into 0.3, -1 into 0.3, 4 into 0.1, plus 5 into 0.3. In between plus is there. So, -2 into 0.3 means -0.6, -1 into 0.3 means -0.3, next 4 into 0.1 means 0.4, 5 into 0.3 means 1.5. So, if you add, you will get equal to 1. So, we have found expectation of x and expectation of y. Now, next, expectation of xy. What is the formula? Summation xi yj jij. Again, you have to write it in the form of x1 y1 j11 plus x1 y2 j12 plus x1 y3 j13. Similarly, plus x2 y1 j21 plus x2 y2 j22 plus x2 y3 j23. And last one, x3 y1 j31. Okay, here there is no third row, so you have to continue up to 1 4, right? x1 y1 j11, x1 y2 j12 plus x1 y3 j13 plus x1 y4 j14 up to j14. You have to continue. Similarly, see here, because of j11 j12 j13 j14, next j21 j22 j23 j24. Now just you apply that formula. What you will get? x1 is 1, y1 is -2, j11 is 0.1. Next, plus x1 is 1, y2 is -1 and j12 is 0.2. x1 is 1, y3 is 4, j13 is 0. x1 is 1, y4 is 5, then j14 is 0.3. So you can check in the table. See, j14 is this one and y4 is 5, right? Now apply the same here. Similarly, x2 y1, x2 is 2, y1 is -2, j21 is 0.2. Next, plus x2 is 2, y2 is -1 and j22 is 0.1. Next, x2 is 2, y3 is 4, j23 is 0.1. x2 is 2, y4 is 5, j24 is 0. See, here you can check j24 is 0. See, now after applying this, what you will get? Simplify, you will get minus 0.2 plus 0, this is 1.5, this is minus 0.8, this is minus 0.2, this is plus 0.8, and this is 0. So after simplifying you will get 0.9. So expectation of x is 1.4, expectation of y is 1, expectation of xy is 0.9, right? Now let us move to the next sub question. Okay, sigma x square. How to find sigma x square? Sigma x square is nothing but e of x square minus mu x square. And what is sigma y square? E of y square minus mu y square. Now that is e of x square is nothing but summation x square into fxi, right? That is what? 1 square into f of x1, that is 0.1, 0.6. See here. See. 1 square into 0.6 plus 2 square into 0.4. This is expectation of x square. Similarly, how will you get expectation of y square? Minus 2 whole square into 0.3 minus 1 whole square into 0.3 plus 4 square into 0.1 plus 5 square into 0.3, right? Now, if you simplify like this, so 1 into 0.6 plus 4 into 0.4, that is 2.2. Similarly, expectation of y square, what we will get? Yj square into gyj, that is 4 into 0.3 plus 1 into 0.3 plus 4 square means 16 into 0.1 here, then plus 25 into 0.3. So finally we will get 10.6. Now, how will you find sigma x square? Sigma x square, finally, simplify e of x square minus mu x whole square, right? Now, what is e of x square? We got 2.2 minus, what is e of x? E of x is 1.4, already we have discussed. See here, e of x is 1.4. So, 2.2 whole square minus 1.4 whole square, that is 0.24. Therefore, what is sigma x? That is 0.49. Similarly, how to find sigma y square? That is sigma y square, e of y square. E of y square is nothing but 10.6 minus e of y whole square, that is 1 whole square. So 10.6 minus 1, that is 9.6. So what is its square root? Sigma y equal to 3.1 and sigma x equal to what? Root of 0.24, that is 0.49. After finding sigma x and sigma y, just write here and use it for finding correlation. Now before that, covariance of x comma y. What is meant by covariance of x comma y? Exy minus ex into ey. Already we have found exy is 0.9 and ex is 1.4, ey is 1. We have already found, just replace it back and simplify. So 0.9 minus 1.4, that is minus 0.5. So what is covariance of x comma y? Minus 0.5. Next, last one, correlation of x and y, that is rho of x comma y, that is nothing but covariance of xy by sigma x into sigma y. But covariance of xy is nothing but what? Minus 0.5 and sigma x and sigma y is nothing but what? We have found already, sigma x is 0.49, sigma y is 3.1. Just replace back here. So minus 0.5 by 0.49 into 3.1, that is nothing but minus 0.3. So what is correlation of x comma y? That is rho of x comma y, that is equal to minus 0.3. Now last they have asked one more question, right? That is, if x and y are independent random variables, it should satisfy jij equal to fxi into gyj, right? We have already discussed. Now it can be seen that fx1 into gy1, it should match with the j11, then only we can say it is independent, right? Now fx1 into gy1, what you will get? Fx1 into gy1, see, fx1 is 0.6, gy1 is 0.3, 0.6 into 0.3, that is 1.8 we are getting, right? But according to the given condition, it should match with the j11, right? But what is j11? Here 0.1. So it is not matching at all. So what we have to do here? See, 0.18, right? 0.6 into 0.3 is 0.18. So 0.18, it is not matching with the 0.1. J11 is 0.1. Obviously, clearly here fxi gyj, it is not equal to jij. So fx1 gy1 not equal to j11. Similarly, for others also the condition is not satisfies. So if it is not satisfying for one condition, means directly you can write, we can conclude that capital X and capital Y are not independent random variable, or we can say that it is dependent random variable. Okay, now here what is xi? Capital X is nothing but 1 comma 2, x1 and x2, right? Look into the given question. See here, given question, see 1 comma 2 and y are minus 2 minus 1 4 5, right? Now that only we have discussed here. See minus 2 minus 1 4 5. What is j11, j12, j13, j14 and j21, j22, j23, j24? Just identify. J11 is what here? J11 already we have discussed. See here, j11 is 0.1, j12 is 0.2, j13 is 0, j14 is 0.3. So that only we have explained in the this one. So what we will get here? See, everything you have to write and check whether the product it matches or not. Now here x plus y greater than 0 is possible. They have asked check whether it is possible or not. X plus y greater than 0 is possible when x comma y takes the values what? x1 comma y3 which is equal to 1 comma 4, x1 comma y4 that is 1 comma 5, x2 comma y2 2 comma minus 1, x2 comma y3 2 comma 4, x2 comma y4 2 comma 5. So in this case only it is possible to satisfy this condition. Why? Because for other they have given already negative value, it does not satisfies the condition greater than 0 or it is not positive. So in this following 5 cases only it is possible to get the given condition. So what we have to do? Therefore probability of x plus y greater than 0 when it is possible? This is for j13 plus j14 plus j22 plus j23 plus j24. Add all this. j13 is 0, j14 is 0.3, j22 is 0.1 and j23 is 0.1 and j24 is 0. So that is equal to 0.5. So finally probability of x plus y greater than 0, that is possible for these cases, right? That is value is 0.5.